Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste one of my favourite wines for a different occasion. It's not a run-of-the-mill wine. It's quite common, but for me, I don't very often have it, but when I have it, I enjoy it. Now you're going to correct me here.
I'm not, well, we'll see what comes out first.
It's Gerwurztraminer.
The good thing is you were very close, John. It's Gewurztraminer or Gewurztraminer. Again, it's one of those, isn't it? Riesling, Gewurztraminer. Even I'm not correct in pronouncing it. Yeah, Gewurztraminer, I would say.
And we're going to taste it now. So let me show you the bottle first. Here we go, and here's the label. Now this bottle is from Chile. I'm going to just look to, excuse my eyes, it's the Sibador
Gerwurztraminer, yeah.
Thank you. Organic. Now I understand that the Sibador is a bird that eats the insects. So this wine is very organic. They don't need to have as many pesticides because they have these birds that naturally get rid of the vermin as far as the grapes are concerned. So yeah, so that's nice. There's a nice little story behind it.
I think it's a lovely story, and I think it's a lovely way to produce your wine as well. But sometimes organic wines can be a little bit harsher. But we'll see, won't we?
We will see. And I mean, as I said, mostly this is famous in sort of the Austrian, German sort of regions.
Yeah, Gewurztraminer is only one that's had a bit of a hard time along with the Riesling. People look at it and think, oh, it's that age-old version of that same grape, which is terribly sweet, not very alcoholic, and so a lot of people avoid it. But really, Rieslings and Gewurztraminer, they are class wines. They're a million miles away from where they used to be. And this being a Chilean, and I must admit, I cannot think that I've tasted a Chilean Gewurztraminer, so this is going to be a first for me. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's alone Gerwurztraminer.
Let's try the Gewurztraminer.
And actually, you mentioned the alcohol content, it's 13%, so it's a decent level.
Yeah, but that's I mean, we've said this before, a good tip for you is to look at the alcohol content. The lower in alcohol, the more sugar they keep in, so the sweeter it is. So up at 13%, this isn't going to be sweet at all. Or
Excellent. Shouldn't be.
No.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the colour.
Let's just have a look at the colour.
It's quite a deep colour, isn't it? Relative. It's like, I guess, if you were to move it into sort of three segments, sort of very pale, almost water through medium, and this is at the sort of top end of the medium quality.
Definitely, but it's still attractive, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's nice. It looks nice. Yeah.
I just
got a bit of substance to it. Have you just spilt it?
I just dribbled a bit, and it's not often that happens.
Waste.
There's a tiny drop. That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't worry, I'll waste no more of this.
I'll have to wring that piece of paper out in a minute.
Oh, I will, don't you worry, I'm from Yorkshire. All right, so we've got on the nose.
Okay. That's nice. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's very, very nice.
That has that special... Well, it smells like roses. Roses.
Yeah. Yeah, and not if you live in England, not Cadbury's.
No, not that kind of rose. However, there's a little sweetish smell on there.
Yeah. Do you know what that's made me think? You know that you can get that Turkish Delight, Rose Turkish Delight?
Yeah, I'll go with that. And also it's got for me, there's a melon sweetness in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely very attractive.
It
definitely
very
something
attractive.
that I want to...
Like the middle also, I don't know why I say the middle, but that's just what it reminded me of, the middle of an apricot.
Yeah, I'll go with that, yeah. That is, it happens frequently, but I say frequently, but some of them are special. This is making my mouth water. This is one of those kind of, what is that going to taste like? Yeah. And I'm right excited about it. But then I've said this about wine, but sometimes you can just want to smell it for a bit.
Yeah.
I want the anticipation, that kind of holding back that.
If only that did it for me.
I suppose when you get to a certain age. Right, should I have a little taste?
Yes, let's have it. I got a little bit of petrol then. Like a
Riesling.
Yeah, Riesling, yeah.
Just
on the edge. Okay. It's strange, isn't it? Because it's sweet without being sweet. If you understand what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you mean. It's almost like a touch of honeyed sweetness.
Yeah.
But without a fake sugariness.
Yeah.
I've just realised it's organic as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's because it doesn't have that harsh, again, cutting acidity. You okay, John? Just checking.
Sorry. Just went down the wrong way there.
Okay.
I'm still living. We're fine.
We're fine.
Yeah.
No, it's got, the length is there. How much was this?
This was $8.25.
John, you'll be okay. Just take a seat for 2 minutes. No, this has got a complexity about it, isn't?
I mean, I think I'm not sure, but if this wine is from Chile, if it was from Austria or Germany, we'd be talking about a couple of quid on top of that.
I think definitely. I mean, I've always said Chilean wines, Chile, Spain, South Africa. These are the guys. Personally, I think offer excellent value for money.
Except Spain, Rioja. The price of Rioja.
Rioja's a decent price. The aging they put on, it depends.
Oh yeah, true.
It depends.
Yeah, absolutely. They put it. I know they go, but still, in terms of price.
No, if you get like you look at what I got in the shop at the moment. It was 2014, wasn't it? It was like 12 quid, and that's like unbelievable. But if you look at French, it's nearly all about the aging. The older it is, the more money they charge you, and that price is unbelievable. But this I'm testing and thinking, is this something that is out of the ordinary? Would I'm really enjoying this because I say it's something a little bit different, something with a bit of character.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, who would like this? If you were new to wine drinking, would you like that? What do you think?
I think it very much, if you're new to wine drinking, it'd be very much a quick, I don't like it, I do like it. So it's either going to,
in there or other, yeah.
Maybe
not should have said that. But yeah, that for me, I think is I'm enjoying that quite a lot.
Yeah, I think to take it to someone that's been drinking different wines, this is definitely, if you've not tried it, it's definitely worth experimenting, definitely worth getting a bottle of. And this at $8.25, it's not like I realise that in today's environment, it could be breaking the bank for some people, but if you can afford $8.25, definitely worth
well, if you're out there looking for a bottle of wine, $8.25 is not, if you're out there looking, you're not going to worry about the $8.25. The only problem with this is its name.
Its name?
In that, I know that
Gerwurztraminer.
Gewurztraminer or Gewurztraminer. The only problem is people, I think, would avoid it because they think of the Gewurztraminer of old, where in actual fact that has been.
Do you think so? Because I think the people of old, Liebfraumilch, Niersteiner, Peace Porter.
Yeah,
those are all the ones that I sort of recognise as in the old days were very sweet, very sickly. I'm not sure that Gewurztraminer is.
Well, and perhaps we've got a new generation as well that don't even remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those wines. So
that would have been back in the 70s, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So the youngsters coming through now don't have any.
So if you think about it, someone that was born in 80 would be 44 now.
Imagine
that old.
I can't. But no, actually, John, that's a good point. People might be. It's all like learning, isn't it? And this is what we've always said. That's what this channel's about: is learning, trying different bits and pieces, having a go at something that you wouldn't use later, and see how you feel about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so shall we go to
matching?
Yeah, well, let's go to matching.
Okay. We have a secret. What's their secret? They do get, we can have a look at this, see what they suggest, but 9 times out of 10 I'll suggest something different. But coincidentally, I came to John's this evening and brought 3 cheeses as a little treat. And one of the cheeses happened to be a cheese called Pont l'Evêque. And now one of the things that was suggested to go with this Gewurztraminer was Pont l'Evêque. So we thought, we've had this cheese out warming for a bit, we thought we'll do this together and see what we thought.
Absolutely.
So it's not, this is actually a real pairing as opposed to...
Yeah, a real cheese pairing.
So I'm just
Let's go to the pairing. Okay, so just you just need a little bit like this. You don't need.
That's
any
all you
more?
need. That's all it takes, and it can be quite magical seeing how just that small amount can affect the wine.
No, I've only got a tiny bit, but you insist that you have to have a little bit of the
rind is where the
mould.
flavour. Yeah, the mould is basically the rind, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I said that is where the flavour is. You know, the actual pâté part of the cheese that's going to be delicious. But it's putting the two together, the two textures, the two flavours. Yeah, I'm very passionate about that.
Okay, so when you taste that, should you sort of put the cheese in your mouth and then put the wine, or should you chew the cheese or swallow the cheese and then?
Personally, I would have a taste of the wine, then I'd have a taste of the cheese, and then put a little bit together. So I'll have a taste of the wine.
Okay.
So we know what it's like. Have a little go of the cheese.
Nice cheese.
Oh, isn't it? What a coincidence! I see. Then, so you've still got like a little bit of the cheese there. Then we're gonna have a little bit of the wine to see how these two affect each other. So I think that's pulled out more.
It has. I have to say, it's very nice together. I have to say, it's not as dramatic as some of your cheese pairings.
Definitely. Now, although we've seen that, again, coincidentally, we just happen to have some Pont l'Evêque in the house. I personally, when we came to the matching, I would put a blue cheese with this. And I would have had a number of blue cheese that I would have matched with it, which I think would have gone better. And I'm not putting down, it's a nice match, but there's a difference between nice and fantastic.
Yeah.
I remember, obviously I've said this a million times, 29 years working. I'm very unique with cheese and wine together. I reckon a blue cheese would have made us go, oh, wow, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas that's nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the wow factor.
I'm just going to nip myself off a little bit more. But it is a way of actually just experiencing a different taste with the same wine.
And even, yeah, I mean, even that is still good. And you can see why. And I'm sorry now. I'm going to have a little bit more as well. We're living in the wrong country, you know, this whole... You can imagine a cheese board, a charcuterie board, and an array of wines and putting them all together, and the taste sensations together and how that goes with that, and maybe that does or doesn't, but it is beautiful.
It is.
It's a definite experience. And I must say, we're very lucky, John. Very lucky.
Very lucky. I mean, that cheese is just at its peak, isn't it? Just the right
perfection,
maturity. Whoa! Well, that was a little bit of a different experience.
Go on, sorry, John. I'm just sorry. Oh, that's nice. I'm just enjoying it, but kind of.
It is. So it's actually now getting. I'm trying. So in terms of scoring the wine, I'm trying to get back to remember what the taste was without the cheese. But should I go on to pairing in terms of food?
Food, yeah, go for it.
So I think this is again quite a flexible wine. You could probably have it with a light curry.
But that's sometimes what they do recommend. Gewurztraminer Riesling.
Yeah.
With curries, yeah.
So I'm thinking more like a Thai curry than a sort of.
Oh, I love Thai. Cool.
Yeah.
Food.
So I'm drawn to that, but actually something that's sort of like a smoked salmon. I would think you could also use with this. Yeah.
It'll take it
with
on.
the lemon. Yeah, just so some stronger taste. I think. Would you think? I don't know why I'm thinking this, but duck.
Duck, it depends how you have it. Are you having the crispy duck or are you having the duck breast?
I'm thinking a crispy duck.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with that, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. So... Yeah. So quite flexible, and you know it will go a lot. It's actually got quite a lot of power there, so you can have it with the more sort of fuller flavoured foods.
Yeah, it's definitely it's bringing itself to the table, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to hold its own, whatever you're going to put.
Well, I'd like to see it do that.
Yeah, but wherever you're going to take this, it's going to give it a go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scores.
Absolutely, scores. Well, let's move on to the scores.
Okay.
So I'm trying to remember what the taste was. Let me just have another sip.
Yeah, it's because of the cheese thing, isn't it? We've thrown ourselves there. However, let's go back. Oh no, I remember that nice rose petally smell.
Yeah.
Flavour was good. it's kind of stood out in one way, and then we've also got the price, which is $8.25. I mean, that in itself, it's that thing. But I know you're all right, John. Don't worry. And you know, the age-old question we ask ourselves: would you buy it again? Would you have another glass? That's a yes and a yes. So for me, I'm gonna have to be bold with this one. I'm gonna go for. Trying to remember how to do this. There we go. That's my score.
84.
89.
Oh wow.
89. I think that's
Well, I mean, I think, you know, I'm not surprised that at 825, maybe I wasn't giving it enough points because, you know, value for money, I wouldn't argue with that at all.
No, definitely.
No, absolutely. And it is a little distinctive taste. So if you want something different, if you want to try and be a little bit adventurous, then, you know, if you're used to sort of just sticking in the main, you know, the Pinot Grigios, the Sauvignon Blancs, then just give this a go. I think you'll really, really enjoy it.
It definitely takes off the beaten track, doesn't it, of wine and wine enjoyment. Yeah. And it shows you a different experience. And depending on what you like, but I'd say a good one. I wouldn't look back from there. That cheese as well.
And I think, you know, I think we've said it already. I would buy another bottle of that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
$8.25.
Yeah.
We've tasted wines at $8.25 before, which is like, meh.
Yeah, and I think I've tasted wines at £12 that, you know, will only just match that.
Yeah. I concur, John.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, if you get the chance, please subscribe, give us a like button. That helps other people find us. If you've got any recommendations that you'd like us to try and review, please let us know. And of course, we'll give you a shout out in the process. So until the next time, when we look forward to really, really enjoying another such wine, we'll see you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.